don't follow the masses because at times that M is silent.
Oh, shit.
So we had that particular strike 2022, right?
Yeah, it affected a lot. So you are like proud to be a CUT student.
Yeah, I can also encourage someone to come and do maths here, maths specifically. They make sure that there's something that they do to your brain, you know.
Dumelang, hi guys, it's your boy Tebogo, and we are back at it on the Switch 101, and Ginty here with someone that I've wanted to have a sit down and for quite some time now, because we are moving into the election start 2025, right? So we have a person by the name Frans Dumisi.
Of course, yes.
Frans Dumisi.
Please, yes, it's okay.
No, how are you, my brother?
No, I'm excellent, my brother. How are you?
I'm excited about what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah.
And I think I had not necessarily known you for quite some time, but what I like about you is that there was something that you did different, and you are like, let me just give myself and talk about something that you feel that students would like to at least get to understand in light of the SRC elections coming up.
Of course, yeah.
Wow. So, but just to start the conversation, can you just give our audience just a brief description of who you are, where it's on a campus?
Oh, okay. As you've already told them that I'm Frans Dumisi.
Yeah.
And then I've been here since 2021, and then I'm doing mathematics, BEd mathematics.
Sure.
I'm trying to survive,
Exactly.
Trying to survive. Trying to survive. But anyway, I haven't engaged in a lot of stuff myself at this particular institution because I'm a bit of a lay-low person.
Okay.
And then, I'm a bit of a lay-low person because too much of everything can be a problem at times.
Yeah, no, I think you're talking to me because I'm doing a lot. You are doing maths, and obviously you are saying you've not dabbled into a lot of things. So, you've not necessarily had yourself engage with any political party before whatsoever?
No.
At all?
No, at all. I think I will live here even not engaging in political parties whatsoever. Affiliation. Yeah.
No, I think you and I are the same in that, you are telling me even a free t-shirt, my brother. You won't go get a free t-shirt?
No, No. Sometimes some things, a particular thing is not free because it holds some things on you. Because the moment I wear something, that simply means I represent that particular thing. Sure. Yeah, I think in the eyes of other people, it will look like I belong to this particular group, organization, or some sort. Yeah. So I wouldn't find myself in that situation.
No, I hear you. I think it makes sense enough for us specifically. That's how I see things in terms of not trying to box myself into a specific political party, but I respect them equally.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
But for our viewers to get an understanding of your journey so far, how has your journey been so far as a student at CUT from first year?
From first year, okay. It started somehow because I think I took a chance. I think, because I finished matric 2015.
Sure.
And then I went somewhere and then I did some stuff. Then I decided, 5 years later, or 6, somewhere there.
Yeah.
I said, let me go and see. I used to love mathematics when I was still in high school. Then I said, let me go and try this. Maybe something will come out of it. Then I came here, having those years without doing mathematics, meeting CUT Welkom mathematics, I was, But then other than that, it has always been a lovely journey. I've met beautiful people, beautiful souls around campus, classroom, lecturers for that matter.
Okay.
Yeah, it has been an easygoing experience for me. Nothing much, nothing hectic, honestly.
So you enrolled 2021?
Yes.
And then you are doing which course?
Mathematics BEd.
Mathematics BEd. And which lecture do you feel that the main person that makes you enjoy this maths that you are doing?
Oh well, mathematics here we are taught by two lecturers.
Sure.
Dr. Moshori,
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Mushuri and Mr. Shinya, you know.
Yeah.
Like I said when I started introducing myself, lecturers here are very good people, supportive. Sure. And they are people whom, when you go to them, whether in their spare time or maybe they do make time, so they will support you, saying that, man, this is how you should basically tackle this particular thing. And then, they always help. So for me, both of them, Mr. Shinya and Dr. Mushuri.
Mr. Shinya and Dr. Mushuri.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent.
So, but let's just say maybe they are watching this interaction. Yeah? Is there any particular message that you feel that you would like to give, even if it's just a line or 2 words to them? Yeah.
I think what I can do, or rather say, is this: keep doing what you're doing. You're doing an excellent job. Because for some, I've had a conversation with quite a number of people that we've been in class with.
Sure.
So they will say, they said complicated stuff. For me, I think they're doing what? Expanding your thinking capacity, in a sense that whenever you encounter a problem, whether you're teaching or maybe solving, you don't find it complicated or challenging to do that. Not only mathematical wise, because mathematics is something that basically
opens your mind.
Sharpen your minds.
Yeah.
You can solve some particular complex problems
in
a way that you'll be surprised yourself how.
Solve for eggs. It's our solve for eggs.
But honestly, it's a very they've done a lot of stuff in my brain, and then I'm very much thankful.
No, that's good.
Thankful, honestly.
Yeah, that's good. So, but would you say that as a student, you are proud of CUT?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
CUT. When I first came here, my friends were like, Mfanako, yeah, university high school. Yeah, high school. Sure. And I was like, man, but it is what it is. But now, looking back in time, I see that I've developed and grown enough a lot with the experiences that I had here, all the lecturings and encounters outside lecture halls with lecturers and people that I met. You know, I made friends, good friends for that matter, you know, good friends like Bukobani and I've been good friends. So the experience that I got here has made me an intellectual who's, not intellectual person, but an individual who's more open-minded.
Yeah.
Not only having work clappers and then going one way.
One vision.
Yeah.
So you are like proud to be a CUT student.
Yeah, I can also encourage someone to come and do maths here, maths specifically. And
like I've heard like some students, you know what, like students, you know, they like to obviously compare Blom and and they are saying that the caliber of students that come from here doing maths, it's students that have done maths. That's, I don't know how different it is, but they have learned this thing, maths.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. It's like I said, they make sure that there's something that they do to your brain. You know, there's this particular joke that I think both of them, they share the same joke.
Yeah.
Or I take a selfie of yourself before the first day of lectures, and then after exams, take a selfie of yourself. You'll see that you are not the same person that started here.
Yeah, man.
You're a different individual, honestly.
So you took the selfie?
No, of course not.
I was about to say, guys,
no.
The selfie is coming the after, ne?
No, of course not. I even used the same picture in my student card that I had 2021.
Yeah. Okay. No, it's good to hear of, at least just to get an understanding of your background as a student, you know. Final year student, ne?
Yeah.
Final year student. Because we've been hearing some people saying 60 year student.
Yeah.
So, but
it's
record time.
No, I guess we had that particular strikes 2022, right?
Yeah, it affected a lot. It affected a lot.
A lot of stuff happened, but here we do not blame anyone. We
take the blame.
Exactly.
We take the blame.
Yeah. But I don't like necessarily to say it's a blame, and we like take it as a learning curve. You know.
Yeah.
Take it as a learning curve. You know, sometimes a while ago. I hope this doesn't sound bad, but it's fine. It won't sound bad.
Okay. Speak, my brother.
A particular person once said, don't follow the masses because at times that M is silent.
Oh shit.
So sometimes you tend to do some stuff because of following the masses.
That's deep though. That's deep.
So yeah, I think that what transpired with me in 2021, 2022, because I had no reason to follow this track. No reason whatsoever.
But you did.
But I did.
Like most, yes.
Yeah, so I ended up smelling what came afterwards.
Eish. The masses were down. So with a silent end, the guys are laughing behind the camera. So, but to get into why it is that, we had you come here.
Yeah.
Something that I had said initially, that we are moving towards the SRC elections, and it's important that students get to understand, to get a context of where CUT has been throughout the years, the impact these different political parties have had on the students' lives. So if I can ask, right, what impact would you say that these different political structures have had throughout the years on CUT or even the students?
Okay, that's a question that I think is in a particular way. When you are in leadership role, I don't want to say power, because the moment I say power, some people will basically not understand what is it that they're talking about. You are a leader, you're not in power.
You are a leader.
You are a leader.
Yes.
And leaders are followers, the first followers.
Yes.
And leaders are the persons who serve, not be served. So I'm coming to that particular.
That's powerful.
Yeah. So the impact that they've done is that they have shown. Before I get to that, we need to remember one thing, that these are students who do not have political background. Some just came from high school, they're in their third year, they just left high school and became political leaders in this institution.
Yeah.
So their impacts should not be taken by adults as something that should be expected to. I mean, even when comparing these political parties here in Compass, you cannot have to say, you compare them with bigger structures that maybe they fall under, because they're not commensurable in a say, based on the fact that you cannot say, if I expect a brother of mine to lead me the same way as my mother led me. So even their impact won't be the same as the impact that my parent did.
Yeah.
So coming back to answering trying to answer is that I think they have made an impact, an enormous impact, based on the fact that they are learning how to lead, and then sometimes, a number of times, they will fall. And then falling doesn't mean you are weak or something.
Right.
Same as Jesus, he fell 3 times, so we learn from the best.
Right.
So they have done this particular enormous thing of trying, while others, some of us students like us, we thought, no, let me not try.
Yeah.
So the impact that they did, that I think I take from them, is courage. To lead without even knowing what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
That's very much courage. I mean, like selfless in a sense that I'm giving myself to serve.
Yeah.
To save those that they're not gonna give me anything.
So
that is why I said, as a leader, you are a servant of the masses. So even though they've made there were hiccups on their leadership,
sure,
here and there. Let's go back to 2021. When I arrived there, I think it was some sort of a coalition between SASCO and BASM, if I'm not mistaken. Even the following year, it became a coalition. So I think we could not see basically which political party is running dominant, because as a leader, whether you are a SASCO or whatever political party member, you serve the interest of the masses, not the interest of your political party. So now what transpired is that in 2022, on that particular strike, I think a number of them made choices based on what their political parties wanted them to do. So that is why they ended up coming together to form this particular thing that ended up making. It's a mistake to a certain extent, but again, they were fighting for nice stuff, I think, for things to go along.
Sure.
A number of students were not funded, and then we were coming from COVID, online classes and all those stuff. So
they also the 1 year funding. I think funding is an every year thing.
Exactly. It's something that we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about
it. It's an every year thing. So they played a very important role. Challenging an institution from previous years. I mean, it's like I'm teaching you how to climb a tree and you come and challenge me.
Sure.
They play a very important role being in leadership and also being under an institution of higher learning. Sometimes a person who's more learned can play a very good game with regards to how they play chess. It's like I play with Magnus Carlsen and I think I'm gonna just win and pass.
Not possible.
It's not possible.
What one is that?
Or not Garry Kasparov or whatever. So you need to know what to do, what not to do.
Tactics,
in as much as they are leaders, and I always think some of them are just too young.
You are saying, so when you say they are too young, right? Are you saying that do they lack experience? Because you are saying obviously they had the courage, right, to go to run for that whichever political seat, right? But when you say they are too young, is it do they lack experience, or did they gamble with trying to get into shoes that were bigger than their shoe size? What specifically are you saying in terms of they were too young?
Okay.
Yes.
I think it's a bit of everything that you just mentioned now, in the sense that you would be finding yourself maybe as a leader having to have a conversation with someone of, I wouldn't want to use high intellectual capacity, but someone who's more learned than you. And then that particular person knows exactly what you want. You know, in philosophy there is this particular thing that people who think from the stomach. I don't know if maybe you get what I mean.
No, I don't. Please explain.
They think from the stomach in the sense that I'm not saying they think because they are hungry, they think of hunger. No, they think, how can I make it simple? I want to make it simple, you know. Because complicated stuff are too complicated. So they think based on what's presented to them. Like, it's like I'm asking you a question. I'm saying, what do you see in this table? I say, there's nothing. That particular nothing is something in potency. And the moment to bring it to something is nothing actualized. What am I saying? This that you do not see, let me just take this bottle as a demonstration. To some, this is trash. It's nothing. But to some, it's something they can recycle it and put it to become something else. So it is nothing to some, but this nothingness is something in potency. There's a potentiality of becoming something. The moment it becomes something, it becomes that nothing actualized.
True. Makes sense.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So when I say they are young, I'm saying in the sense of before you go and have an encounter with someone that you know knows more than you, learn to know what might be their weakest point. Not that it's a fight, it's an argument. Let me show you in what sense. In arguments, people think arguments are actually fighting, but arguments are just reasonings. Because I go to so-and-so lecturer who's holding a particular, or rather leader of the institution who's holding a particular office, maybe it's of the one that the prominent one finances. And then I'm going to address this individual. This person has been in this office for years. I'm here for 2 months. I have 3 years in this institution. And this past 3 years, I was only in this particular part, but not learning about this particular office was mine. You know? So this little information of mine does not amount to that information of this particular person is saying. So if I come and write a memorandum telling them that so number of this and this of these learners, students are not funded because NSFAS says this and this, go and fight for us. He knows that particular person, they must go and fight. I mean reason for their on behalf of their students. But when as a leader of the students, how do you make sure that this person knows how to do these things? Because people can be lethargic because they just drag in their feet. It's human nature. People we are not the same. So when they come, young as they are from the institute, from wherever they come here wanting to study, but they fall in love with this particular person, institute, organization. And falling in love with this stuff does not necessarily mean that you know about this, because love does not mean it's knowing. You know, so they will end up falling in love, and then when they fall in love, they think they know much about this thing.
No, I think I understand what you are saying. That because you are saying they lack some knowledge, right, that is specific to maybe that specific portfolio, and now they have to meet people in management to just give them the mandate to advocate for them on behalf of students. But because of maybe the passion, they go there with maybe an ego, or maybe they go there not even with things that can be factual based on evidence, but because they were maybe given a mandate by their political party.
Exactly.
And then they maybe fall short of trying to communicate a message to the respective person.
Exactly.
So that's what you are communicating.
Yeah. And again, it's something like this. They will say to you when you come to see you to do maths, hey, maths is tough.
Yeah.
You see, hey, maths is a complicated thing. So you come here with the mentality of, hey, man, this is a complicated course.
It's
okay. You come here with the thing, oh, this is a complicated course.
Yeah.
What am I saying? I'm just using this analogy and You'll be in this particular office of finances. They will tell you that don't let management gain control you. Something like that.
Oh, yes.
They give you some information to, homo to whom you've never met.
It's like poison before.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is why they killed Socrates, because they thought he was poisoning the student, and that's what it's fine.
Yeah, philosophy.
Yeah, so
history.
You go there thinking, you go there with attitude already. Even maybe the comics that maybe they try to write, some of them are not as clear, because they will be writing some...
English is big.
You'll be writing some, bombastic ways to be asking yourself, who are you writing for here?
A normal student from high school won't even understand some of the words.
Simplicity is the best sophistication, my brother. Keep it short and simple and pass the message and with respect, and then everything will be done.
No, they write poetry, these guys, all of them, most of them, let me not say all of them. And I think for people like myself, like, to a certain extent, now when I read it, it's something that, because maybe I like learning about, in literature, even if reading books, learning about these new words, or maybe whatever, if it's poetry, whatever. But for a normal person and a normal student that just wants finance style very sharp and as fast, when you write such big words, it becomes something that it doesn't translate.
It's a barrier. It's a barrier. And it becomes worse when that particular barrier, bombastic word that you are using, I'm sorry, but you'll be asked to make your statements easy and simple, but you yourself cannot even translate that statement into making it easy. I remember one time, I think it was early this year or last year, I commented, I think it was for the first time commenting in the group, the political parties. And the statement was saying, I remember it very well, if they do not do this, we're taking it to the streets.
Oh yes, we're taking it to the streets.
Yeah. Taking it to the streets, what do you mean?
It can mean a lot of things.
Exactly, but then I translated it. I understood it. And then, oh shame, I did exactly what they meant, fortunate.
Yeah.
So taking it to the street meant I was asking themselves, so should everything, or when you do have disagreements with these people, should you always think about the streets?
And the streets, man, things suffer.
Exactly.
We take things to the extreme.
Yeah. It's like this analogy, when two elephants fight, the ground is the one that suffers.
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's like when two leaders are fighting, when our students are suffering, we are the ground. So these people are the two ones in leadership position. And them fighting, failing to reach consensus, they end up, the other part will take it to the street, and the other part will retaliate, and almost suffering.
So you are saying basically that at no point is it necessary to take it to the streets.
Let me put it in this way. I think this is going to be clear. As human beings, we're endowed with intelligence.
Yes.
And actually we are at the apex of the animal kingdom. Because we are rational animals, meaning we are animal rationale. So as a rational animal, there's no way you can, degrade yourself to the level of that animal that is basically behaving as an instinctuous animal that can be poked and then it retaliates with force.
Okay.
You see.
Yeah.
So that's where it comes to issues of self-knowledge, self-mastery, self-awareness. Those life orientation stuff that we learned.
That we didn't take serious.
It's not a complicated study. We did it from grade 8 or something.
High school,
yeah. So those particular stuff I understand. Maybe we were young, could not understand them. But again, I'm not saying we do not have to fight. At some point, when reason exits a window, some people want to allow force or violence to come in. When the moment when violence comes in, I don't know where have it happened that violence has solved that stuff. Like come on, man.
Well, I think someone can say this, right? But I understand what you are saying, that like at a point where as humans we are able to reason things like civil, humans sitting down, agreeing, maybe debating, but should we get to a point where now you are saying that it has never necessarily solved anything, but I think it depends on what it is. But with regards to, like you are saying, the context of SRC fighting for students, I think, I understand what you mean, that it should, if it's an option, it should be the last resort, but everything should be exhausted in terms of sitting down, and it must, because ultimately what suffers are the students. When like the 2022, the strike, students suffered.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And a number of them, some of them I was in class with them, some of them quit. Some of them left the institution because the following year 2023 they had no funding at all.
That's serious.
Some did not have funding in 2023, and then they could not make ends meet to support themselves with regards to issues of food and everything, and which begs the question. The ones who we'll talk later about this one because I don't want to touch many things at the same time.
So, but I think I got to understand in terms of explaining how the impact the SRC has had on CUT life. But what form of culture would you say you've seen from, let's say, the political party leaders or the SRC? How do they carry themselves, and is there a way that you feel probably if it's not up to par they could better, do it better, or if they are doing it quite well, what positive impact do you feel that it has on students?
Okay. I think what I can say is this. Someone can ask me after answering your question. Asking me a question already. You said you've never been in a political party. And you don't see yourself getting in any political party. But where do you take the guts of saying, giving an advice of something that you do not know?
Oh yes. How do you have the right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's a very simple question to answer anyway. So I just wanted to put it in there clear. Okay. It's a very simple answer to answer. Question to answer. So I think the culture that I've seen myself here in CUT is that it's sometimes some of them they neglect their studies and focus on politics. Which is something that they did not come here for, honestly speaking.
Priority is not the priority.
Yeah, they came here when they left wherever they were. They didn't say I'm going to CUT to join political party.
Yeah.
If they say I'm lying, please they can meet me around campus and then they'll tell me. Yeah. I'm telling you the truth now. They did not necessarily come here. Like their primus reason to come to this institution was to study. So a number of times you will see that some of these political leaders, you will see them maybe having I agree there's this particular joke that was shared a while ago. 3 years and 6 years or something. So
sure.
We all struggle. I'm not gonna say the politics are the ones that make them the baba struggling in finance, in academics. But I think if they had known how to manage their time, so the culture thing is not knowing how to manage their time in as far as attending lectures is concerned also. You'll find us being in lecture halls and then your classmate is there singing. And on one morning, and
it's supposed to be in class.
Supposed to be in class. I mean, see, I mean, it's something that I don't know.
Like I think, I don't know, I don't like comparing them, but it's good maybe to share different, in other like universities, let's say VETS, UJ, UCT. If you are in let's say the SRC, you are a person that academically, it should show, that, you are feared, you know your stuff.
Exactly.
So what you are saying in terms of here, it's like, it's not that, because to be in politics when you're a student, it's a result of you being a student. But the priority for you to having come here, like you are saying, is for academics. So it's different, it seems.
Hence it's called student politics.
Yeah.
Student politics. A man cannot walk from the streets and say, I want to be the chairperson of a political party in school. The fact that they are not students, they do not come here. So what the most important thing, be a student, and do that.
Yeah.
You see, not do that and be a student. No. Priorities.
Yeah,
that's one culture that I've realized. Another one it is basically the thing of these people do they do help when it comes to first when you first arrive here as a first year, not knowing your stuff. They are good helpers. I don't want to lie.
First point of contact.
Yeah, that's what they normally write. They speak about here on campus.
Yes.
Yeah, first friends or something like that.
Yes, yes.
So they are the ones sometimes who help, not sometimes, who help students register successfully, and they also not only canvassing for the political parties, but also some of them, they like to say, come to see to Welkom to. So they're canvassing also for the institution to have good numbers of students. So they have that outgoing nature of wanting to bring people to that which they love. If maybe they were in religious congregation, a number of people who join those particular stuff. They know how to lure people to what they value. I believe. What they value, to show that they value it. Look at the way they work when students, learners from high schools come. They work hard to show that they know the results that brought them here.
No, I agree. Even I think myself also during 2021 first year, I think for a fact, like I was highly assisted for F block or by these different political parties, and that's one positive thing that I agree with you on, that they take the time and the initiative to go out to, whether it's within campus or outside, they speak proud of their institution.
Exactly.
So one thing that I agree also with you is that it would benefit them also if the priority was maintained, academics. Because it's all good and well if you are in a political party, SRC, but if then it's at the detriment of your academics, then it becomes something else. It's hard for a student to look at you and be like, I would like to be like that person.
Like you mentioned something. They also do with regards to the issues of accommodations. They do go around and say, if you do not have Morocco, you can just squat here for 2-3 days before you do. You find your own feet. So it's a very good thing to show that they have sense of brotherhood, brotherly love. Ubuntu. Thank you very much. The Ubuntu culture. That's one thing that exists, that I've seen from 2021 up to so far.
No, that's proud. So are there things that you feel maybe the SRC, well, I think you touched on some of them, that the SRC have done well throughout the years, but now I want us to not generalize it to different political parties. Like the different SRC members that have been around throughout the years, that you feel that, I feel like these ones, they focused here, they did quite well, these ones they focused here.
Okay, let me say, when I arrived here, I don't know, were they in power? I mean, in leadership that time. But I think he's a member of a particular political party. Or do you want me to specify?
Yeah, I think you can go ahead and talk about the specific political parties.
Oh, okay. Because I don't want it to sound like I'm canvassing for anyone. But it's fine. Let me just speak in general.
Sure.
So they are. I think that when I first arrived here, I arrived on this guy, Skwasan, I think you know him, body dreadlocks. Yes, he's the one who helped me with issues of registration. Even from when I was still at home, when I was communicating with him via this WhatsApp. So when I arrived, he made sure that I didn't know what N block.
Sure.
So it was. I don't know which office was he in office that time, but I knew later that year he became an SG, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, no, I've seen him more political.
Yeah, he was SG. I don't know, they call it sabbatical, but I wonder what other sabbatical means.
So I think if you remember their names, it's best to mention their names as opposed to the specific parties.
Oh yeah.
Even positions,
yeah. And also during their tenure, I think also. Who's this guy? He was a financial officer at that time. And I remember this guy, Mapike. I think it was Mapike. Yeah. The time we were fighting for, like we were coming time and time again that about the finances in CUT, campus. They would not leave here without making sure that these things that one is a bit spreadsheet. Write your name with this spreadsheet. And tomorrow you write your name again, but hey, it showed us motion that when this particular thing happens. And then I think those ones were from past, but I think on Sasko there was this guy. But I think he's still here now. I remember this guy. No, I forgot.
And which office?
Nearly from last year, nearly vice chairperson.
From last year?
Was it from last year? Yeah, I think. No, Sasko is it that other year?
It's not the last year, it's
that other year. Hannibal Company is right. And then he was with this guy, Kimosa. Yeah, they did do some work, because I had some people who wanted to join CUT, and then I would give by Silborn and they would get help from them. So, even though in a sense about people whom I was referring them to them, they did a lot of work, honestly. Like a whole look at it.
No, I think because what you are saying is generally they definitely have to show that they are doing the work, right? And with regards to their strong point, when students come in trying to get applications, whether you work in,
they do work. In those first 2-3 months of the year, they do the automatic themselves.
So what would you say are the major issues throughout the years that you feel maybe have repeated themselves? Like maybe there have been things that the SRC throughout the years have kind of not been able to attack directly so that these things stop.
Obviously, the most important thing is finances, but I want to talk about something else.
Okay.
The fact that we are here for studying, that's the most important thing. And I think they have not put much effort in prioritizing education. What am I saying? I mean, to make sure that we curb this particular culture of maybe having students failing one module for 3 years, and then I'm an academic officer, so what strategies can I come with to make sure that this particular student gets help in this particular module? Maybe I know they are SIs, but how about I find people also who knows this particular stuff? Because I know some of my friends who are very smart, but they never wanted to be SIs.
Oh, okay.
So you might know somebody who's somewhere in this particular course who knows this particular module better. Maybe he or she can explain it, and then you ask this person, how about these people who are struggling with this module? You bring that culture of people loving to study, because you wouldn't be able to do that if you really did love your work too. So if they had a chance or rather a focus of knowing that their priorities, Tebogo, I think they would have came with those ideas of, okay, let's find maybe a group of maybe people who are knowledgeable about maybe life sciences, because a number of also those life science students are struggling. So we find people who are good at that outside the topic of being maybe an SR. We find other people, extra help.
To start maybe a culture or something. Because I know here at the residence, I think they are, every night students, a few go out, whether they use study lab or some of the classes, you can just see on their own. No one is, because maybe, I don't know, the tests they start at different times. But even if there are no tests, like test week, you can just see the consistency. 8 o'clock, 9, people what's at bed, they're going to a specific room together, and it should be a culture. Without the incentive of, no, you're going to get paid, no, what. On their own, maybe it can be started by, like you are saying, academic office, and becomes a culture of some sort.
Exactly. Like, it's the things that we fight for are, we know we are here for studies. There are things that we need, like the issues of finance. It's important.
Sure.
It's very much important. However, studies
priorities.
It's important. People will say, man, how can you study while hungry? You know, it's painful. It's painful. Yeah. It's painful looking at the fact that some stuff we are afraid to talk about. That I'm just gonna make an example of that. I'm not from a well-off family, so at times you'll see at home when you grow up, there's nothing. But you are writing maths tomorrow, so because I'm not developed. So why now, as an adult, when you have to take responsibilities for yourself, you have to jara yourself, you leave that which made you who you are today.
Yeah, no, that's a strong one. And it's sometimes true, the truth hurts.
Exactly.
But even if it hurts, it has to come out. Exactly. I think one thing that I can maybe we can have a quick short conversation on that. I feel it was done quite good to an extent in terms of students that didn't get their allowances or what, or defunded students. By the current SRC, the foods, getting food, all of them being able to at least eat something. I think it's something that was, quite good. I don't know if they are the ones that started it or it's something that has happened throughout the years.
Well, I think, I don't know, because 2023 we didn't have funding, but I never had such a thing. I've never seen it. If it's, maybe I might not know about it, but if it's something new, they've done a very great job. Yeah, they've done a very great job. And I think what I can say is that if, everything can be moderated. Okay. Everything can become moderated irrespective of how good it is. I can give you a mic, and then whenever you can decide to put some decorations in it to make it, or maybe amplifiers of some sort to make it. Yeah. So I think, I don't know if SRC has a budget from the institution. If they do that, if they do get that particular incentive from the institution, it will be very beautiful. We copy beautiful stuff. I don't know if you've seen in universities or in Bobo where they have these smaller groceries where they give their students, not only Unilim, also they also do those smaller groceries for students. Because painful as it is, people just call on fell, and then when I get to my place, what am I going to eat? It's very nice because the time it's like in school, I'm going to be able to grasp enough knowledge because I can only energy with some food that was provided beautifully by the institution. So if maybe this SRC can sit down with the management or what's working for the defunded students, because it will be some sort of a painful thing for students to drop off because of funds. So, and the institution will also be having a very bad name. Come on, you are human beings. Why can't you help people from your pocket? As human beings, because we are human beings before you acquire whatsoever position that you have. You know, and then it's very bad and sad to see another human being struggling, most especially with something as trivial as food. You know, so if they can have maybe a conversation, a very fruitful one, with respect, with the institution, I mean the management, to say, "Ma'am, can you lend in a hand and say that for the defunded students, for them to finish and go and become that which they wish to be, let's find mini groceries and stuff and give them, so that they can sustain themselves outside the hours of being at campus."
At home.
Yeah.
No, that's maybe something that perhaps they will be listening, that they can try and advocate for and implement also. But yeah, no, it definitely makes sense that also, let's not forget when they have to go home that they must, wherever they are renting or whatever, they must have something to eat. So, Frans, so I want to ask something in terms of politically. Have you ever had an ambition where you have maybe thought or been like, you know, I wouldn't mind joining politics or any political party, my campus?
No, it's sad maybe.
Yeah.
But I haven't.
Not even just a thought, G.
No, you know, I'm more of a free thinker. I think the way I want to think, because the moment I enter a particular political party, they have their own way of thinking. This is the thinking of this political party, this is the thinking of this political party. They have this mobile thought that they go around with. So I'm more of a free thinker. I can think about anything that I want to think of, and then I can speak about almost everything, so without being boxed, or rather think according to this particular way of thought. No.
Sure. So it's like if there was to be a specific thing that would kind of force you to become a person that goes into politics, do you have an idea maybe? Because sometimes, yes, we know how we are as people, we know our personalities, but life forces you to do certain things. Would you happen to know if there was any specific thing that would force you to become politically affiliated or to fight for a specific cause?
Okay. There's this book by Plato, The Republic. Plato tells you that in order for things to go well, philosopher kings has to be the ones who lead. So what does that mean? If a person, maybe I find a group of people who are philosophers by virtue of studying philosophy and living philosophy.
Sure.
What do I mean by living philosophy? There's this other book by El Mattei, Introduction to Philosophy. He says philosophy is like swimming. You can read as many books of Michael Phelps state what, but if you do not throw yourself in the water, you won't be able to swim.
Sure.
So same as if you do not philosophize, you won't be able to know what's philosophy and philosophize. So if I were to meet like-minded individuals, trust you me, I'd go without hesitation. Trust you.
Also, you just want an environment that's conducive in terms of people that, you know, they speak truth, but also they fight for a cause that, you know, they feel that it's something that they are also invested in, something like that.
I think in this sense, when I think Plato spoke about philosopher kings, he was speaking about people. Remember prior, I said there are people who think from the stomach.
Sure.
Yeah, so now we're going to talk about when the philosopher king comes as becoming the ruler, or rather the leader. They know what to think and what not to think.
Okay.
They are as prudent as possible. Knowing what to do, when to do, how to do it. What to say, when to say it, and what not to say. That's the virtue of prudence. You know. So having those kind of virtues and being able to lead without going to be a philosopher king in simple terms is a just leader. It's a just leader in the sense that I think the Bible puts it nicely, like give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. You know, like give to whoever whatever that is their due.
Sure.
So meaning I'm going, if I were to become, after I finish, I won't become.
You never know.
You'll never know. Never say never.
Never say never.
So but it will be something like, you know that you are not just a leader, you are a server.
you are put into power by those that voted for you.
Exactly. You are a server, my brother. There's this, I think it's Latin word, diaconia, a deacon. A deacon is a server.
Yeah.
It's like Muruti is a server, is a servant. Like there's this particular prayer that like, Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Yeah. And then like, make me an instrument of these people. When they put you in that particular position, you are their instrument. They fight with you. Like not usisebenzise or whatever, but instrument you are their spokesperson. You are also the one who fights their fight.
You are a function.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you are more of a leader who's in the like leader kimotulolongore wasebeletsa.
Yeah.
And then this must be well dressed.
Yeah, no, I think in terms of this, because one thing that I've picked up is that you are a reader in terms of books. I think now we were kind of sorting out something. You just took out a book, you put it on the table, you know. So it's a question that I would just like to maybe the audience are interested, people that are watching, maybe you guys are interested, guys, on what it is that Frans reads. The books that maybe if you have a favorite book, because as we've been engaging, I think there is something. So you hear a person that reads, when they articulate their words, when they reference certain things, So, what books are you into? Do you have a favorite book? What is your best,
genre?
Genre,
yeah. I think I would say I used to read for fun. A while ago, maybe I will just take a book and then this looks like a good book, and then I'll read it, like the likes of Paul Coelho, and then but now I'm just reading philosophical books and I just want to, because if you do not read, it's going to run away. So I just went back, I think 2 months ago, to going back to my notes and books that I used to read. Authors like African philosophers like Kwasi Redu, Kwame Kieke, Kimang Tatemo Ramose, and Kimang, even the Republic, this one that I just Republic. And then a number of books, I managed to read a number of books, and then of course the Bible,
the big one.
The big one. The Manual of Life.
Manual of Life, No, that's proper. So all of them, you read them like English books, or do you have
Sesotho? Do I have books? I do own books at Sesotho. But I don't want to lie to you. I've never sat down and said I'm going to read this book.
Sure.
I haven't. Because I do know how to read Sotho, but I haven't really did that.
Okay. No, I hear you. So I think that's one thing that I want our viewers to understand, that you are a person that is heavily invested in knowledge,
of course,
which is something that is important for a human, but also more importantly a student. We come to campus, we come to school, and yes, we are given textbooks, but on the side, is it something that you feel enriched by reading? So as we conclude, the sitting, what I would like to ask is maybe if you have a message that you have for an average student that's watching this, and they would just like to hear from you a message for them to vote, the importance of voting in light of the upcoming SRC elections.
Okay.
If you can maybe look at, there are quite a few cameras, I don't know which one. If you can look at them, we can just talk to the student.
I think what I can say is this. It's like what these political parties, big political parties, like to say. Exercise your right. I'm not sure if maybe it's your right to vote here at campus, but I think you exercise your right in small stuff, such that when you meet or rather encounter big stuff, you can exercise it freely because you've done it before. And also, this is an institution of higher learning. You are here as an academic someone might want to speak something out of that particular wording that I used, but you are an academic because you're dealing with academics.
Sure.
So voting does not mean that you are less of an academic. It simply says you're putting people to become your leaders, and then understanding the fact that they are leaders and respecting them in their positions will make you a better person. Because you will be led anyway. You were led from young and until now. So give people a chance to help people, even though they might not be able to help you. Maybe for those outgoing students now, vote for the party that you know is going to help the brother and sister who's coming next year. And then also, whenever you meet these particular political parties, I mean, leave 2 words of advices to them to say, you know what, for the previous years, this has been something wrong that you've been doing. How about you change here and there, and then things might go proper for next year.
Yeah.
No,
I think one thing that you mentioned, maybe respecting the people that you voted for, but I want to just get a final take from you, and then maybe after that explanation we can touch on maybe a message for the different political parties, whether you want to be specific or whether you want to generalize it, but to say that, guys, kind of here's an advice, a bit of advice we are on. But because these respective SRC leaders, they are voted, right? Whether a student decides to vote or not to vote, right? In terms of respect, right? Because remember, this person, if for example you are called a president, it means you are a president of the institution.
Exactly.
And to a certain extent, some form of respect, is due to you, because you are not just a normal student. As much as you are a student, yes, but now you've been given certain powers, you see. So I just want you to talk to that, the respect that perhaps students could exercise in giving the SRC, or maybe you feel otherwise regarding that, but how do you think respect is important in terms of positions of being part of the SRC?
Okay. I think at times we tend to judge people based on maybe their personal capacity.
Sure.
So there is this particular thing in military that you should respect the role, respect the office.
Yeah.
Even if you fail to respect the human being, respect their office. So that's how normally in military, when you see someone saluting someone, at times I might salute someone that I do not like, but I respect the rank and the office.
Yeah.
So for the particular person who will be their chairperson, sabbatical or whatsoever, if maybe a particular student has a particular thing against this person, respect their office.
The bare minimum, at least respect their
the
office.
What will that do? It will make sure that when this particular person is basically talking to the masses, maybe you are there as an audience, just to try to disturb this person, because this person is in office now.
Sure.
You can do all this nasty stuff outside
the
ambit of this particular environment, but now this person is in office, respect their office. If you fail to respect them, try by respecting them.
No, I think that's something hopefully the students can adopt. Do you have a message for the respective political parties? Yeah.
I think I can say, in as much as I've just said, respect the office. Respect yourselves. We are human beings, man. We cannot be doing stuff stage one and then expect us to respect the very same office that you are tarnishing its image, because it becomes a bit of a challenging thing for me to say, but that one is a different one. You are in this particular office, respect it, respect yourself, such that people don't find it challenging to respect you. And the moment we do things smoothly, as I said, philosopher kings, because philosopher king won't be behaving recklessly. So you make things easy even for yourself to conduct. Good conduct make life easy.
Sure.
Good conduct. You won't having people who hate a fellow because you haven't given them that particular platform.
Integrity.
Exactly. Yes, integrity, that's the most important thing. So I think even also for different political parties, what I can say, don't fight each other. You are here, you are fighting for one thing, to become leaders of the students. And tarnishing another people, I mean each other's names, doesn't make you better. Yeah, doesn't make you better. And poso ya motho e one kana ka Sotho tweking ska ba tshia qobala monno mo ngobana tomorrow you might not know where you are.
Yeah.
And ska ba leka, don't ever laugh at another man's wound or other mistakes.
Sure.
You will never know where life will put you, my brother.
Yeah.
Tread carefully. Ka Sotho hape ba ha te bitsa monno mo ndicha tsela tsa o ka metsi.
Just as. Ha te bitsa ere ke bua. Ore
ha te bitsa monno mo ndicha tsela tsa o ka metsi. Meaning when the beard of another man burn,
yes,
pour yours with water.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, take cover.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Protect yourself. Don't laugh at someone else. Protect
because
yourself.
the moment you laugh, I can expose the jaws and the move.
Oh, yes.
I'm just saying, Jay.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
Now that's powerful. Yeah.
Another last one. Don't try to be a peacock. Because peacock we khabile ka masiba ba tla is easy ka mama.
Look at this. I'm Frans.
Yeah, I think that's about that.
From the front, it's all good as well. From the back, guys, yeah, girl.
Yeah.
No,
so, yeah, I think that's about that. Like, and be humble, man.
Yeah.
Be humble, and don't forget to be a student. Study, guys. Focus on your studies. I'm not saying because I'm not saying like a person but please do study and read. Read books.
Sure.
It will make sure that you reason well.
Yeah, yeah. The book that you had taken out, is it like a novel or is it something that...
No, it's the Republic.
Let's see that book, man. Let's see that book. As we conclude, right? So maybe you can think, you know...
It's the Republic.
The Republic.
Yeah. The Republic of Plato, that's one...
Plato. Philosophy.
Yeah, yeah. They use it when you do philosophy. So in my past life I did that.
No, I might need to borrow it. Not that I'm a reader.
That's why I can borrow it to you now.
I might borrow it and just put it there. I'll read it.
It's fine. Okay.
Yeah. I don't go around saying I'm a reader, but I enjoy opening a book and trying to learn something.
Yeah. And book smells nice also.
Yeah, no, that's it.
They smell nice.
Plato, the Republic.
Yeah.
Okay. This is wonderful, man.
He's the one who many people think that Socrates was existing, but he's the one who came with that thing. If you can check there, there's conversations of both of them.
Plato, Socrates.
Plato and Socrates, and then Socrates, this guy Bamit and Socrates, some other people. Yeah, he was a philosopher from Athens in Greece. And then before going there, he learned philosophy from the Egyptian school of mysteries, whereby the knowledge came from anyway. And then when he went back to Athens, what transpired is that he went there teaching using philosophy, Socrates' method of questioning.
Okay.
Yeah, so knowing how to question and how to answer questions also.
Sure.
So when he arrived in Athens, the leaders of that particular community, they thought he was corrupting the youth.
Oh, okay.
So they gave him hemlock. Hemlock is a poison.
Okay.
And then to do away with him, because he was saying things that they've never heard, because that knowledge that he acquired was from Africa in Egypt. In the Egyptian school of mysteries, and then things went by, and then that's when Greek, they normally call it they normally call this guy the father of philosophy, but we know it's not.
I will have to read and just gain a bit of knowledge.
Yeah, not a problem.
But is there something maybe specific that you would say, right? It's the one thing that most people, even people maybe close to you, not even that close, but around you, do not know about you. Anything interesting?
No, I'm exposed. Okay. I think the one thing that they might think they grasp, but they do not truly do grasp, is how I speak and how I articulate myself, and then how I share ideas.
Okay.
Because I can be saying, maybe we are talking about something, and then behave and jail, because I'm a person who was taught to don't speak because you have to speak. Let me just give you these 4 things. Summarizing them. From this guy called, I think it's Blaise Pascal. Alright, there are 4 kinds of men. 1. A man who speaks, or rather who teaches, without knowing the content. Be afraid of this man. A man who teaches without knowing this particular thing that he's talking about. Be afraid of him. 2. A man who does not speak because they do not know this thing. Respect him.
Humility.
Number 3. A person who teaches even though they know, like this person teaches because they know. Okay, respect him. The most important person that you need to respect, according to me, is the person who knows and does not teach. He teaches only when given a chance to teach. It's like, we are conversing about this particular thing, and maybe I might be having knowledge about it,
but you are
being humble. Always be the stupidest person in the room.
Unless the student arises.
Exactly. So I'm trying, but the stupid person and the most craziest person ever. So those who are close to me, but like Frans Dumisi.
Okay.
But someone who does not know me, I've heard, I think 2 days ago, I had someone, when you look like a nerd, like, come on, gentlemen, you really do not know me. I'm nothing close to that. I'm just this crazy person who loves sharing jokes and I'm a bit of lukewarm and warm at the same time.
Okay. I think I think when I saw you the first time, I would have said to a certain extent from the outside that you have you come across as a nerd, and then. But there are certain things when I got to sit down with you, some nerds, even though to a certain extent, nerds, they specialize, they have specific things that they know.
Exactly.
They master. And that's their environment. Anything outside that, they can cope.
Exactly.
But it seems that you know things from left to right. You know how to communicate in different environments, different topics, And that's the one thing that I would say. It's something that took the idea, or maybe I would have thought that you are a nerd, because I have to say now throughout just this sitting, I have learned so many things.
Actually,
the fact that I'm holding this book, I know Plato, right? And I've heard so many things about the things that Adian saying, right? But I think because I think I like self-help books or something of that sort, right? But I know the importance of philosophy in life. You see, so I've been trying to maybe take time to say that I will get into philosophy, but the fact that I'm holding this in my hand, it means it's about time. Yeah. So I have to say, man, thank you so much for the sitting. I genuinely enjoyed it,
Same here.
I have to be honest. I hope people that are watching, AMA students or anyone, right, that there is at least something that you learned, right, and you laughed throughout, some giggles here and there, some good, again idioms and that Frans used, but most of all, I think hopefully that we will get. Probably around 2 after I've gone through this book, but now we get into not political things, but things that actually matter, knowledge itself.
Okay, not a problem.
Yeah. So and I have to say I enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, man. I thought it was an unconventional way of coming to this particular way, but heck yeah. I'm glad. Thank you.
Yes,
See you next time, hopefully.
Sure.
The Switch on Welkom.